They don't care, and increasingly it doesn't matter. And so that's why, even though this video in a very real sense is less, this video is being retweeted, this topic that we're talking about is less immediately bad than some of the other things we're gonna talk about on the show, this almost pisses me off more because we're in, not even 1 year into the 7-dimensional chess of let the fascists take over the country for 4 or 8 years and we'll see what happens. Thinking that the only difference between politicians and parties is where they are in the spectrum between progressive and conservative. It's an incredibly simplistic, unrealistic way of looking at the world. There are other important factors, like whether you have any respect whatsoever for truth, whether there is anything that is verifiable about the world. You can have a discussion with someone who is different than you on the political spectrum, so long as both of you have some commitment to reality, to the real world, to not telling blatant falsehoods on a regular basis. And when I see these, when we have the reaction to the Pocahontas and she says it's not a racial slur, and then he puts out these videos and they say that it doesn't matter if the videos are real or not. I seriously don't know if we will ever return to a point where what we say matters, that there are consequences for what you say, and that we'll be able to actually have some sort of discourse as a country between right and left, between parts of the right and parts of the left. Nothing matters anymore. And after 4 years of this, after 8 years of this, will you be able to talk to anyone? Will there be any persuasion left? I increasingly don't think that there will be. It's incredibly discouraging when our career is just trying to spread information, educate people, all that. But the goal is that hopefully you can just appeal to a few people, a percent of the other side, to try to expand the boundaries of respect for truth, respect for human values, these progressive principles that we have, and to see the entire, it's not even like we're trying to get to the people, it's the floor is dissolving beneath us. Everything is changing in horrific ways, and there are people like thinking that this is just fun and games, that we can just do this for a while, that everything will be fine. We'll let Trump be the president for 4 years, for 8 years, and then we can just go back to normal, and maybe we can have a conversation about the minimum wage. Maybe we won't be able to have any conversation. This is every time we have a production meeting, it is so goddamn scary thinking about what the future will be like. We've always had problems, both as a country and when we are trying to put together our show, there's been no time where things are great, where things are hunky-dory. But we're in a terrible place right now. And I feel beset from all sides by people who have no respect for the truth, no respect for expertise, no respect for any norms whatsoever. Anyway.